What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of The Real Breakdown. We are back with Avatar the Last Airbender. We're watching episode number 15 today. And guys, remember, this is a rewatch, meaning we've watched this before. We're going to be talking spoilers. We're going to be talking about things that we thought could have been done differently, things that we liked about the show, how we think it affected other episodes later on. So guys, if you have not watched Avatar the Last Airbender Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3, go ahead and add this to your watch later list and come check it out once you have. So guys, without further ado, episode 15. Bato of the Watertribe, chapter 15.
This is an interesting episode.
It's a very different episode, I think.
Hey, look, a sword made out of a whale's tooth. Let me see that.
They just get right into it. Flashback right away.
Little Sokka.
This is a Watertribe weapon. See if you can find anything else.
They wasted no time.
No, we found something.
It's burned. There was a battle. Watertribe warriors ambushed a group of firemen.
Sleuthy Sokka.
The warriors drove them down this hill.
So then what happened?
I don't know. The trail ends here.
Wait, look!
It's one of our boats!
Is this Dad's boat?
No, but it's from his fleet. Dad was here.
Dang. Ooh, Uncle Iroh.
See, Prince Zuko, a moment of quiet is good for your mental well-being.
Oh.
Yikes.
June.
We're after a stowaway. There are no stowaways on my ship.
Just ripped it right off. Oh.
He's paralyzed.
Only temporarily. The toxins will wear off in about an hour, but by then he'll be in jail and I'll have my money.
But how did you
Bounty
find my
hunter.
ship?
My shearshoe can smell a rat a continent away.
Well, I'm impressed. Very impressed.
I love the flashbacks that they do in the show.
Sokka,
I'm coming with you.
you're not old enough to go to war, Sokka. You know that.
I'm strong. I'm brave. I can fight. Please, Dad.
Being a man is knowing where you're needed the most. And for you right now, that's here protecting your sister.
I love that.
I don't understand.
Someday you will. I'm gonna miss you so
Oh
much.
man.
My heart. Oh, little Sokka, and he's crying.
Why you gotta do that to me right here, right now?
Who's there?
Sokka?
Bato?
What now?
Bato?
Bato!
Sokka, Katara. It is so good to see you two.
He's tall.
Grown so much.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Aang.
Where's Dad?
Is he here?
No, he and the other warriors should be in the Eastern Earth Kingdom by now.
Wow.
This is no place for a reunion. Let's get inside.
Inside of what? Hey, Appa, you should put that fire out, yeah.
After I was wounded, your father carried me to this abbey. The sisters have cared for me ever since. Superior, these are Koda's children. They've been traveling with the Avatar. I found them by my boat.
Young Avatar, it gives me great joy to be in your presence. Welcome to our abbey.
Thank you. It's truly an honor to be here. If there's anything...
What smells so good, Bato?
The sisters craft ointments and perfumes.
Bato, it looks like home.
Everything's here, even the pelts.
Yeah, nothing's cozier than dead animal skins.
Oh yeah, he's a vegetarian.
No way. Stewed sea prunes?
Help yourself.
Yuck.
Dad could eat a whole barrel of these things.
Ugh. Bato, is it true you and Dad lassoed an Arctic hippo?
It was your father's idea. He just dragged me along. Well, the hippo did the dragging.
Hey, I ride animals whales too. One time there was this giant eel and
So, who was it that came up with the Great Blubber Fiasco?
You knew about that?
Everyone does.
What's that story?
It's a long one, Aang. Some other time.
Ouch.
You and Dad had so many hilarious adventures.
That
Not all
that
of
sucks.
which were hilarious at the time, but everything's funny with hindsight. Hey, please put that down. It's ceremonial and very fragile.
Was it you or Dad?
That's
that
so
found an octopus
awkward,
on the
like-
beach and
Rejected.
angry and you were a water spirit.
Your dad wore the octopus, but I did the spooky voice.
June is like just like a random badass.
I need to talk to you.
Well, if it isn't my new friends, Angry Boy and Uncle Lazy.
Angry boy. I mean, that's true. That if you want to
Yeah,
simplify,
yeah.
Angry Boy and Uncle Lazy.
Pretty objective.
Your beast trashed my ship. You have to pay me back.
He put hands on
Find
it.
someone.
What happened? Your girlfriend run off on you?
It's not the girl I'm after. It's the bald monk she's traveling with.
Whatever you say.
If you find them, I'll consider the damage.
She's
to
so
my ship
indifferent.
paid for.
Forget it.
Plus, we'll pay your weight in gold.
Make it your weight, and we got a deal.
You got it.
Get on.
I like that they use the colors. That was smart, because how else were you gonna see what he's smelling?
There's something I should tell you, kids. I'm expecting a message from your father.
Really?
When?
Any day now. Your father said he'd send a message when they found a rendezvous point. If you wait here until the message arrives, you can come with me and see your father again.
It's been over 2 years since we've seen Dad. That would be so incredible. Katara.
I do really miss him. It would be great to see Dad.
It's been
That makes
far
me
too
so
long.
sad. Like, I feel his pain.
I'm not sure when word will arrive. When it does,
It would be great, but we can't. We have to take Aang to the North Pole first.
Even if we had time to wait for the message, who knows how far we'd have to travel. We don't have time for a long detour.
I'm sure your father would understand and be proud that his children are helping the
Of course, as
Avatar.
soon as Aang leaves, they say that.
Right.
I can't believe they would leave me.
I'm looking for Bato of the Watertribe.
I know Bato.
Make sure he gets this.
Dun dun dun.
It's the map to Sokka and Katara's dad.
Aang.
Come on, dude.
That's the wrong decision, son. It's the wrong
But,
choice.
I mean, it shows us he may be the Avatar, but he's still human.
He can still make mistakes.
Hey
Yeah.
everyone. Sorry I was gone so long.
Hey, Aang. I didn't notice you left.
Yep, but now I'm back. Sure could go for some delicious sea prunes.
Oh.
Mmm.
His face.
That animation.
This ship is sentimental to me. It was built by my father.
Is this the boat he took you ice dodging in?
Yeah, it's got the scar to prove it. How about you, Sokka? You must have some good stories from your first time ice dodging.
He never got to go. Dad left before he was old enough.
Oh, I forgot you were too young.
What's ice dodging?
It's a rite of passage for young Watertribe members. When you turn 14, your dad takes you. You know what? You're about to find out.
Oh,
Aw,
Bato.
So nice. And I like learning about these like traditions and stuff.
Ice dodging is a ceremonial test of wisdom, bravery, and trust. In our village, it was done by weaving a boat through a field of icebergs.
How are we supposed to ice dodge without ice?
You'll be dodging those.
Ooh, that's actually really dangerous.
Yeah, I feel like that ups the
Sokka,
stakes.
you steer and call the shots. Lead wisely. Katara, you secure the mainsail. The winds can be brutal, so be brave. Aang, you control the jib. Without your steady hand,
The
we
jib.
all go down. Your position is about trust.
I know that. Why wouldn't I know that? I'm the Avatar. I know about trust.
Guilty
For
conscience.
this to be
Yep.
done right, I cannot help. You pass or fail on your own.
I wonder, like, if Aang knows anything about sailing. Like, is that something
I don't
he's done?
know. I mean,
before?
air nomads didn't really seem like they sailed much. Waterbenders do a lot.
Maybe he like hung out with his friends. You know?
Could be, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and earthbenders are mostly like on land.
What does that even mean?
So yeah, he doesn't know the terminology.
Yeah.
Nice dodge.
Great job!
Great job on the jib.
There's no way through.
We can make it!
Sokka, you've already proven yourself. Maybe we should...
Hey, I'm gonna need air in that sail. Katara, I want you to bend as much water as you can between us and those rocks. Now!
This is when we really start to see his leadership like take off. I mean, we've seen it before, but like
Yeah.
This-
He's feeling it here.
he's getting the confidence that he needs, and that's what this rite of passage is supposed to be.
Right.
The spirits of water bear witness to these marks. For Sokka, the mark of the wise. The
Nice.
same mark your father earned.
Makes
For
sense.
Katara, the mark of the brave, where courage inspires us. And for Aang, the mark of the trusted. You are now an honorary member of the Watertribe.
I can't.
Of course you can.
No, you can't trust me.
Aang, what are you talking about?
A messenger gave this to me from Bato. You have to understand. I was afraid he
This
was.
is the map to our father! You had it the whole time? How
Well,
could
not
you?
the whole time.
Well, you can go to the North
Still.
Pole on your own. I'm going to find Dad.
Now, Sokka, I think you should...
Katara, are you with me?
Oof.
I'm with you, Sokka.
And I mean, he did lie
That's-
to them the first time.
It's
he
a
met
little
them,
extreme.
but-
It's a little overblown.
Yeah, it's true. But I see
Like-
both sides.
Like they overreacted. But then
But
again,
it's their dad.
but then again, he did make a mistake. I'm not saying he didn't, but for him to be like, well, now you're going by yourself.
Good luck.
Okay, you too.
Dang, he hit her with that okay. We all know what that means.
When you get that K, just K in the text.
That would be best.
Even they're mad at him.
I mean, I don't know what's going on.
Maybe
I'm
they're
an
like,
idiot, Momo.
we expected more from the Avatar.
Well, the Avatar expected more from you.
Exactly.
It's been separated from the pack. I understand that pain. It's how I felt when the Watertribe warriors had to leave me behind. They were my family, and being apart from them was more painful than my wounds.
And he
That's
knows
a
what
that's a
it's
good
like.
connection. That's a good correlation.
Yep. Feeling left behind.
Sokka?
We need to go back. I want to see Dad, but helping Aang
It's
is
kinda-
what we needed the
yeah.
most.
You're right.
Your father will understand, and I know he's proud of you.
Thanks, Bato.
I know where to go from here. Take this in case you want to find us. I'll leave a message at the rendezvous point.
I think Katara was just following her brother because, I mean, it is her family.
You must
Yeah.
leave.
Okay, I get it. Everybody wants to be gone.
A group of people came to the Abbey looking for you.
Who?
A fierce-looking woman with a horrible monster, and a young man with a scar.
Zuko.
The beast was using the scent of a necklace to follow you.
A necklace. Katara!
Dang.
Yikes.
Katarata. Ooh. She's purple.
So this is your girlfriend. No wonder she left. She's way too pretty for you.
Where is he? Where's the Avatar? We split up. He's long gone. How stupid do you think I am?
Ooh.
Pretty stupid.
Oh.
What are we supposed to do now?
It's seeking a different scent. Perhaps something that the Avatar held.
Of course, this is blue.
Right.
That kid's arrow.
They had just fixed it. And
Oh
they broke
man,
it again.
I didn't even notice that.
Poor people.
Ooh. Ouch. Ooh.
Go Appa, bruh. I love Appa. Comes in clutch all the time. They're just dragging them away.
Ooh. Ooh! I forgot about
That looked epic. That
Yeah.
looks so cool.
That was pretty cool.
I don't think it has eyes.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't see any eyes. Ooh! I remember I was like, no, not Appa. But he's like, boy, I got.
It's gonna take more than one to.
He's like, I got 5 stomachs, son.
For real.
Dang, the battle we've all wanted to see.
Two beasts go at it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
yeah, this fight scene is like so iconic to me.
Really?
Like, this is the scene that I think of when I think of like Zuko and Aang fighting when they're on this little thing. And
Oh, he
he's
just
doing
used the
that.
same move.
Yeah.
I never realized that.
Yes, Appa.
I'm starting to get some feeling back.
Oh.
Ow.
What? Thief! Thief!
Iroh's just chilling, man. He's
Oh,
not-
this part's cool with the well.
Yeah.
This is like his dodging like technique.
You've got something.
Dodge and evade. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. So cool. That's kind of how he fights Zhao too.
Yeah.
Look at this. That's fancy footwork. That's why I call him Twinkle Toes, you know?
Again, here's another one of Sokka's just genius plans, man.
Yeah. Ingenuity. Working
Yep.
with what you got. And thinking outside the box. Ooh. That would really mess him
Yeah.
up.
Oh gosh.
Oh. Uncle Iroh. That place got destroyed though.
Yeah.
Everywhere they go, it gets
Poor
destroyed.
ladies.
Uncle, I didn't see you get hit with the tongue.
And she's like, oh god.
So, where do we go?
We're getting you to the North Pole.
Yeah, we've lost too much time as it is.
Don't you want to see your father?
Of course we do, Aang. But you're our family too. And right now, you need us more.
And we need you.
I wish I could give you a little piece of home, Katara. Something to remind you.
I'll be okay.
Still, just a little trinket. Maybe something like this?
Aww.
How'd you get that?
Hey.
Zuko asked me to be sure I got it to you.
Oh, that's so sweet of Zuko. Would you give him a kiss for me when you see him?
Sure.
Mwah.
Oh.
Oh, look at him twiddling his thumbs. But yeah, Katara wasn't wearing the fishline necklace Aang made for her. How rude.
How rude. Oh man, so yeah, that was 15 Bato the Watertribe. Yeah, this is the one that I don't like.
Really?
Yeah, this is the one that I don't like as much as the Great Divide.
That
It-
is so surprising to me.
Like I've said before, Avatar the Last Airbender as a show, like even its worst episodes, not that they're terrible, are like still really good. That's how good this show is. So for me, it's not that I think this episode is boring or has nothing of value. I just think it's one of out of all the other ones because of how good each episode is in this show. To me, it's the one that has the lazier amount of writing. Like things happen in this show that are kind of just like super convenient. They use a few like lazy tropes in it. The whole like Aang walking out and then they say like, oh yeah, but we can't because we're traveling with him, like blah blah blah, and then it's like, oh, you know, that's like a lazy thing that happens in writing sometimes. Yeah, it's not that it's terrible. It's just that for me, a lot of the things in this episode, like, annoy me. Aang, you know, being kind of mistreated at the beginning, you know, like with, you know, feeling left out because, you know, they're reminiscing, which I get, it happens. It felt a little forced to me, but like, you know, then you feel for him, but then he does something dumb and you're like, come on, man, you're better than that. Like, and then the fight with the sheer shoe, like, I agree with you, like the part with Aang dodging Zuko, like all of his attacks and stuff, that was cool, but like, I just don't think it's one of the more compelling ones. And I feel like the Great Divide is a little better than this, just because, like, I find it more entertaining.
I'm sorry, I disagree with you.
I get annoyed by a lot of things in this episode, to be honest.
Most of the things, like, I don't think it was forced at all that they were. I don't think they were even mistreating Aang, like you were saying. They were just reminiscing. They've seen some. First of all,
they made him feel left out. That's what I meant to say.
First of all, they've been away from their tribe for longer than they probably ever have before in their life. And then they see someone who they haven't seen in even longer than that. This is someone that they haven't seen since Sokka was a little boy. And then they start reminiscing, talking to someone that they haven't been able to talk about, talking about their dad, which is something that they haven't really mentioned. They have mentioned him, but like it's something that they haven't really gotten out. And now that they have this outlet, you know, they're talking it out, they're reminiscing and all that. So I don't think that was forced at all. I think that's natural. That happens, you know. And, you know, Aang felt left out, which I don't think was their intentions. They were just talking, having a good time. But obviously, it's obvious how Aang feels, and, you know, you feel for him. Because I think that's happened to all of us. I think we've all been a part of the people who are reminiscing and unknowingly are making other people feel left out. And we've all been the person who's been left out and been like, oh, well, I can't really talk about this and stuff.
What I'm saying is, that's just one example, but like some of the things that annoy me, like I said, were some of the lazy writing. Like, you know, how quickly they turn on him, to me is like, come on, I don't, like, you know, yeah, I understand that it was like, oh, that, you know, you withheld information, right? For them to be like, well, now you're going, right away, Sokka's like, now you're going under the North Pole on your own, we're gonna go see our dad. And Katara is like, I'm with you, Sokka. Like, and then they go, which is like, okay, fine, if they're gonna be dramatic and, you know, over-exaggerated about it, fine, okay. But then, as soon as, like, you know, right here at the end of the episode, you know, he's like, oh, where are we going? He's like, oh, well, we're clearly taking you to the northern tribe to learn waterbending. And then he's like, oh, okay. It's like they got over it like that, you know? And it's like, I know it's a 20-minute episode, so I get it. Like I said, I don't think it's the crappiest episode I've ever seen. Obviously, there's other shows that have worse stuff. This just, for me to say that this is like one of the lower end episodes of this show, speaks a lot about how good this show is and how good every single episode is.
Alright. Well, let me finish saying my points, because I only said one point, okay? I mean, I don't think they turned on him. I can see how it was dramatic, but one, I think that's how Sokka is. He's just like, he's headstrong, he feels what he feels and he goes with it. So, you know, obviously that's his dad. He felt bad about it. And like I said earlier, I think it was just Katara. Like, she was put in a hard position. She had to make a decision quickly. And she said, I'm going to go with my brother. Like, at the end of the day, that's her brother. She was just like, I'm with you, you know? Because if you notice when they were saying, like, oh, like, he was like, we need to go back, Katara was looking at Sokka. You know, she asked him, like, Sokka? Like, because I don't think she was 100% sure either, but she was like, that's my brother, I'm just going to go with him. And when he ultimately decided, okay, let's go back, she went with him again. I don't think she was that, like, as, like, headstrong, like, as, yes, we need to leave, you need to go.
But it's counter, let me just interject and say, like, what you said is counter to what their characters are like. Sokka is not emotional and headstrong. He's the logical guy. He's the guy who, like, thinks about things and tries to do things logically. We just talked about that in the last episode. And Katara is the one that's more emotional about things. She's the one that's like, no, guys, like, we need to stay and save Haru because it's the right thing. Like, you know, I want to help him meet his father and stuff like that. And Sokka's like, no way, we're not going to risk ourselves, have you go to prison. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
right, but it's...
So it flipped the characters a bit in a way that was like, what? That's not... What? You know, that's all I'm saying.
But it's about their dad. Like, that's the thing. It's about their dad. Like, if it was about some random, like, water tribe that they don't have any connection to, they're just like, oh, it's a boat from our water tribe, then that would be a bit more like, I don't really see the motive, but, like, it's their dad who they haven't seen in like, a really long time. Just like Aang. Aang, you know, he felt left out. He felt like they were going to leave him.
He did something out of character.
But he did something impulsive because he was hurt.
But if you really think of, if you looked at this episode in the grander scheme of every single episode, it's the one where, to me at least, it's the one that's the most unlike their characters. Because we see them in other episodes in different situations where they deal with it differently. Now, could you say that that's a growth, you know, them growing, you know, learning how to handle things differently? Sure. And that's fine. If you disagree with me, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, that's one of the reasons why, for me, this is not one of my favorite episodes. I know when I saw it and on the list of episodes, I was like, oh, Bato of the Watertribe, like, you know, alright, we'll watch it.
I would watch this episode 100 more times than the Grand Canyon.
The Great Divide.
Or the Great... I just called it the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Yes, the Great Divide. Because this, like, at least has a plot that has to do with the story.
I mean, there are things that I do enjoy about it, and like I said, like, I really like when they teach Sokka, you know,
yes, and then
that was cool.
They
his
give
leadership, the confidence thing.
Yeah, they give him, like, they give each of them, like, what they represent.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool. I love how we learn more about the Water Tribe, and, because again, it's a tribe, I think this is something that you hear, how they're like, oh, the Earth Kingdom is, like, kind of stereotypes of each element. We know that the Water Tribe is a very, like, tribal, family-based, like, they're very, like, interconnected. I mean, so I liked learning about their traditions and hearing, obviously we didn't get to hear their full family stories, but, like, knowing that they have had, like, all these things happen in their tribe, I loved hearing about that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't dislike that either, but I didn't like that they took that and made Aang feel a certain way about it, which led to certain things, certain decisions that I don't think were, like, consistent with their character. I think the reason this one is below, like, does this one have more entertaining scenes than The Great Divide? Absolutely. But there are certain scenes in this that annoy me enough to put this below The Great Divide for me. And that's just how it is. I mean, yeah. Maybe
I just don't care enough about, like, oh, does this fit the character arc in the way that it should? I mean, like, I think if you look at me and you look at what my character is, there are going to be days where I do things that are out of character for me. I think that happens sometimes.
Okay, I mean, yeah, we just don't see...
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
We just don't see eye to eye on it, that's all.
Yeah.
You know, but... Alright, guys, so that is episode 15, right?
Yeah,
15?
I think that was 15.
Yeah, that was 15. Bato of the Water Tribe. Yeah, I guess it's a divisive episode for us.
Yeah, let us know. What do you think? Do you think this is a bit more like, I could skip, or do you like this one?
I think most people would rather watch this than The Great Divide. I think I am alone on that, but that's what it is for me, guys. Anyways, we're going to keep going, guys. We're going to do episode 16 next. Hopefully we will see you guys there, and until next time, see ya.